It's cold outside, it's windy, my friends are busy, I don't have anything else to do, so I decided to set up a picnic in my room, to the kitchen. But really more so to the bed. I woke up and the first thing I knew I wanted to do was record an extra video this week, but I had to do some work for my internship. I don't really like it that much, but I need the experience. I'm at that weird point before you graduate where you're trying to decide where you're gonna live. But my Wi-Fi stopped working, so now we're gonna take a break and go make some rolls. I just like making the rolls first because I feel like those always take the longest amount of time. I've made a really similar roll to this a few times on this channel. This is just a really modified version that's like not the same but different. Well, or different but not the same. And I really haven't felt like getting down my mixer, so I'm just gonna do all of this by hand. I've been doing a lot of bread by hand lately out of literally just me not wanting to get on the shelf and get down my mixer. But I guess it's also pretty helpful because a lot of people don't own stand mixers at all. And by the way, if you're new here, I'm Amari and I really just like cooking and showing other people. So if you ever need any ideas or you want to learn how to do something, just come check me out. I'm here at least twice a week. And I also cook a lot of things out of my YouTube comments, so if you have anything you want me to make in particular, just let me know. Leave me a comment. I read the comments. So normally, just to make sure the butter is fully incorporated, I just pick it up with both my hands and just kind of squeeze it and make sure everything is fully in there until it's in a smooth ball. This might seem really intimidating right now, but I promise you that as soon as you get used to doing this with your hands, you'll know exactly what it's supposed to feel like and when you're supposed to stop, even if it might not look right. And now we're just gonna hide this away until it's doubled in size. And now we're gonna dance to this new song I found on TikTok because they say trauma is stored in the hips, so we gotta let it out. Guys, I'm so excited. I haven't had a picnic in so long and all of my friends are really busy, but I had to find the Crostata recipe I'm looking for. I got this book for Valentine's Day. This is my favorite person to watch ever. This is the Barefoot Contessa. If you know, you know. So I just gotta flip through and see if it's in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have a bookmark. Hers is like a rhubarb crostata. I've never had rhubarb before, but I don't really want to try it either. So I'm gonna use my leftover nectarines. More on that in a little bit, more back in the kitchen. Here we go. This is the recipe I'm gonna go with, but I'm gonna not do this, I'm gonna do this. I just want the pastry recipe. Let me see. How long does this need to rest? Normally you have to let crostata dough rest for like a few hours before you actually cook with it. But this one, okay, sounds good to me. Hers just has a 30-minute wait on it, which is good enough time for me. I have an interview in like an hour. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this crust at least. General rule of thumb when you're making your crust is you absolutely want to make sure everything stays as cold as possible, but I always make sure that I coat all the pieces of butter and flour with my hand before I just kind of mash them up. I'm not a normal person, that's why I own this. I usually just do this with a fork, but I bought this and never used it, so I've been trying to make myself use it more lately. This is a pastry cutter, and once your butter's about this size, normally I just go in with my hands and squeeze it all together. On the off chance that you ever need this information, half of a quarter cup is 2 tablespoons, so 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons. The only reason I remember that is because I have all of these recipes just for myself. I'm ashamed to admit I don't know how to use plastic wrap the right way. Now I was really pushing it with the interview time. The interview is at 4, then I decided to go ahead and wash dishes too. Okay guys, it's interview time. Guys, I just finished that interview and it went so well. When I'm working, I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't slack off. I'm focused, I'm a machine. I've changed outfits, now we're going back to the kitchen. I still have leftover cashews from making that butter chicken, so I'm gonna roast those. For the base, you just always want to make sure you're doing equal amounts of butter and sugar. I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I'm going to throw in all of my seasonings. Well, not seasonings, what are they called? Spices, that's the word. For my spices, I knew I just wanted something warm, so I'm going to use cinnamon, cloves, a splash of vanilla, and some chili powder. And I know that sounds like a really weird combination, but I promise you it just works. Now we're just going to spread them out on a tray and let them bake at 325 for 8 minutes. And once those are done, just spread them out on some parchment paper to dry and get crispy. And as soon as those are done, I turn up the heat to 375 and put these rolls in. Prior to this moment, I didn't realize how bad my nectarines were. I knew I bruised them, but I didn't realize they were this bad. I decided I was going to go ahead and try to use the nectarines, but I tasted them and they absolutely sucked. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna hand make mayonnaise without a blender. I was thinking to myself, you know what, 8 or 10 minutes of whisking never really hurt anyone. It's not gonna hurt me. This is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be cool. And then boom, I was laying in bed whisking a bowl of mayonnaise that wouldn't come together for at least 10 minutes. But eventually I came to my senses and threw it in the blender for 30 seconds. And now that we've made it out, I'm gonna use the rest of these shrimp from the egg foo young. These green onions are also leftover from that same video, and honestly something I absolutely love about making these videos is that I don't necessarily have to do anything I wasn't going to do already. I just have to remember to record because I'm going to cook almost every day regardless. But on the other hand, this also helps me get rid of a lot of leftovers. I also have some pretty sad looking tarragon left over, and I kid you not, if you're ever in doubt about what fresh herbs to use on seafood, just grab some tarragon. No, I didn't do anything in particular to the shrimp. I just boiled them and chopped them up and put them straight in the mayo because I'm gonna flavor the mayonnaise later. But I really do always love having some frozen shrimp on hand because I love shrimp and they're my favorite, but for some reason I never really feel like cooking them. So they're just nice to have. And now I'm just gonna go in with some Old Bay. They can never make me hate you, Old Bay. I love you so much. But of course you can use whatever seasoning you want. You're at your house. Now back to the crostata. I went to the store and got canned peaches instead of the nectarines. But I know I said in my last video I just really learned how to use a can opener last semester, but I realized today I've been holding it the wrong way. And now I'm gonna pair that leftover ginger with these peaches because peaches and ginger just go together really well. But I'm just gonna do a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Now once it's crushed into a bunch of tiny pieces, that's where I normally go in and add in the vanilla. And just to help it thicken up, I'm gonna use a little bit of flour, but you can do this with cornstarch too. And I'm just gonna whisk it until it's as thick as I want. And once it gets to the thickness I want, I'm gonna let it cool down all the way. I think it's hilarious that I spent so many years telling people this was so hard to do. And while that cools down, I just go ahead and press the crostata into like a 9-inch pan. It's gonna break apart when you do this, but it's really easy to patch up. And now to fill it, we're just gonna literally place everything right on top and leave a small ring around the edge. I move this fast in real life, by the way. Now I'm gonna dim these lights and slip into something more comfortable. I'm gonna make an attempt to light this candle to add to the ambiance, but if I can't get down in there, I might be cooked. Maybe I don't burn this place down. We're about to find out. I think I just felt every bone in my body relax when I walked into my room. I turned the light on so y'all could see the food though. I wish you could have a taste. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try this first. That's good. That's really good. This with the tarragon with the shrimp is just amazing. I wish I had more shrimp. I would have made way more of this. I think if I ever do decide to have a picnic, I'm definitely gonna make like a bunch of this. I don't know if you guys saw this earlier, but I put dried cranberries in this. I'm pretty sure the cashews are gonna be good though. I got really good at like putting seasoning and stuff on the nuts. This is probably good. There's like one cranberry in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the main takeaway from this shrimp salad is the fact that tarragon is in fact perfect for seafood and things that taste creamy. That, and maybe don't try to make your mayo by hand. Like don't whisk it for 10 minutes. Just put it in the blender. In the blender it takes like not 5 minutes. It takes like maybe 2 minutes max. Time to try this pie. I'm excited. Ooh, look, it's very, oh wait, you can't see that. Hold on. This crust is very flaky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's perfect. Loki maybe one of the best pie crusts I've had, I think. This was nice. Let's do it again sometime. But not anytime soon. I'm on spring break and I'm going out of town with my friends. But I will see you guys on Saturday for this one.